Hi guys, my name is Meads, and I finally got it. I've been waiting for almost 2 to 3 years, and I finally stumbled upon the Revoltech Gunner's line. When I first saw the review, again, I would like to thank Versus Z for reviewing the Overman King Gunner, which got me into the this whole craze of trying to find this fur figure on the right. So the one on the left, he did a review on this one, yeah, 2 or 3 years ago. I really like the design, not so much for the anime. I still need to get back to it. But I really like the mecha design of this one. And while looking for it, it's actually quite a, I think it's still available, the Overman King Gainer Revoltech. I stumbled upon the Zon, and the Zon is rare, hard to come by, and it's very expensive at that time. But luckily enough, actually, I'd like to thank another friend of mine, Nino, who recommended that check out the pre-owned stuff in Amiyami. And while searching around, I kind of remembered I'm looking for Gunner's On, and they have it on pre-owned. And it's actually for a good price also. I roughly got it for about $60 shipped, which is a fairly good deal since you see this guy going over 100, and I'm not gonna pay over 100 for a Revoltech. And I just got lucky, and I'm really happy finally getting him. So enough of that, let's go take a look at this awesome figure. Alright, so here we go. Again, really amazing. I really like the metallic blue with the orange, the red, and you got that purple coating. All this metallic colors, really nice. And why don't we start with the weapons first? So this particular Revoltech comes with 4 kunais right here, or daggers. You get 4 of them, and aside from those 4 weapons, you get the big sword, which kind of connects on the back here. You have a holder which uses, I believe, a 10mm Revoltech joint, which comes in the with this figure, and it just take that out over there, and you get this really nice sword. And I really like how they painted that two-tone. Get the metallic silver at the bottom, and the matte gunmetal finish on top. And is this removable? It is. So you can actually remove the blade. You have a broken blade. That's really nice. Put that back, and there we go. Really nice. And actually, this is not actually, I don't know if you can hold it with this sword with the hand, but there's a variety of hand tools which we'll cover in a bit. And why don't we check out the articulation? Alright, so let's first take a look at the hair. Got this really nice, there's 5 of them, as you can see here. Connect on this kind of like a crest on the back, and they're very poseable. You can have him like going crazy, like a tentacles of an octopus. Really cool. It's kind of like the King Gainer. I really like the hair design, although they may not be hair. And you have the neck. The only thing is the neck cavity inside is kind of hollow, so there's not much in there. And you have the shoulder here. It's in a certain joint. Can't really pivot this as much. Maybe you can. There we go. Then you have, I believe, right here. I think it's probably just the paint, just sticking up. Then, actually, this way. Oops. You get a 90-degree elbow bend right there. Then you get the wrist, which you can swap out. It's kind of surprising. It's listed as pre-owned, but it's actually sealed from the box, so it's still trying to break it in. Or not to try to break it in, but trying to loosen some of the joints. Then you get the waist here, and this side is also similar. I'm just gonna take this off for now. You can bend the elbow right there, and Again, articulation slightly hindered of the shoulder armor. Then you get this really nice, kind of weird, the midsection there. Then you have the legs, or the hip joint. Actually can do a little bit of a split, which is kind of cool. And you get this elbow bend. It's kind of hollow, but doesn't really, it's actually not too bad. Really nice knee bend right there. Same thing for the other side. Kind of a kneeling post. Then you get the heel. Yeah, it's kind of nice. And also I want to point out that when you bend the knees on the back, have this little flap here, which is kind of cool. Kind of the inside part goes in, well, that kind of keeps it in place. So that's actually kind of cool right there. And you can remove this guy here, and actually kind of like the King Gunner, you have that circular effect part for flying, and you can use one of the Revoltech. You can take this out and put on that one, which I'm just gonna do it real quick. Actually, it'd be best if you just get another Revoltech joint to put on. Try not to take this in and out, loosen it up. Alright, so you got this part here, really nice circular part. Actually, I wonder if I can use this for my God Gundam. Put this here. There we go. And actually, I'm not, maybe just put it right there and push this back in. And there we go. Get that circular part on his back. It's ready for flight mode. Alright, I forgot that there's actually a peg hole right there, so you can kind of just twist it around. And it does come with a stand, which also has a peg right there for the foot if you want to just have him standing, or you can connect to this part here, or if you don't have the circle, just connect on that part. And you have the flying pose, which is kind of cool. And let's go with the hands. There's actually quite a variety. I already put some or swap some of the ones over there. So you're going to get a closed fist, as you can see here, for both hands. Then you get a couple, I think this is what we started with, somewhat opened. I'm not sure if this actually is for holding the kunais. It doesn't really hold as well as this one right here for his left hand. This is only for the left hand, where it's kind of like two fingers. It's kind of like he's doing a ninjutsu. And one of the kunais actually fits well right on top, so right before he throws it. Then what else we have here? You got one right hand for the open palm, and you got a pair for holding the sword, either the left or right. And to do so, where did I drop it? It's right in front of my camera. There we go. Sorry about that. I'm just gonna put the handle sword, and this is where I'm kind of scared because I'm gonna be rubbing a lot. I'm just not sure how strong the paint is, but we're just gonna go ahead and insert it. There we go. Halfway there. And no paint chipping so far. Take this out. They're just a straight peg, which is actually quite nice. It doesn't have a wrist articulation, but you get that solid and very easy to swap hands. And there you go. Oh, it's gonna be a little bit heavy holding that sword, all that weight, and there you go. I don't think the stand will hold it. Well, it's balancing right now, but it is quite heavy, especially for the sword. And there we go. Let me try some different poses. And you can actually hold the sword with two hands with that rotation on the arm or the shoulder. It's doable. And we get the classic ninja pose. I'm probably gonna give him this pose, maybe. It's really nice. I just realized something. One of these pegs here is actually for connecting the kunais. Or actually there's 3 of them. Things you figure out by yourself. And there we go. We got the 3 in the... I'm not sure if that's the proper way to attach them, but I guess you could connect it this way also. But I kind of think that's more logical to have it that way. So I'm just going to leave it at that. And one of them doesn't have any peg holes, so that's the one it's going to be holding. So not too bad. And I think I want to point out that the shoulder armor is actually in 3 or 2 joints right there, but they're kind of like just stacked. That's another thing you can move. So again, another cool pose. And that pretty much concludes my review for this awesome, rare Revoltech Gainer Son from the Overman King Gainer anime series. It's been a great pleasure having one finally. And if you manage to find it at a reasonable price, I would say probably around $50, $60, you know, grab the opportunity. Otherwise, who knows, maybe they'll recreate this on another figure line. But that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, suggestions, or any comments, please leave them down below. I'll be happy to answer that for you. So until then, this is Meads. Thank you for watching.